These children have experienced different levels of what Xeroderma pigmentosum can do to the body due to exposure to the sun. It can look as innocent as a child with freckles, smiling with no abnormalities in his face, to looking completely sunburned and covered in rashes, even with the slightest touch of sunlight. Many people confuse regular freckles for Xeroderma pigmentosum, but in actuality, they are patches of discolored skin, usually dark and light, that are caused due to exposure to the sun. Not only can Xeroderma pigmentosum make your skin look freckly and affect it and make it more dry, but it can also create abnormalities in your eyes, including clouding of the cornea, ulcers of the cornea, and swelling or inflammation of the eyelids. When you have Xeroderma pigmentosum, it can create a very high risk of developing skin cancer. I've talked about how Xeroderma pigmentosum looks like and how it can vary from person to person depending on the contact with the sun. But what causes Xeroderma pigmentosum? For that, we have to understand and really go deep into what normal skin looks like, how does it function, and how does it compare to people's skin with Xeroderma pigmentosum. What makes them different? Both people with or without Xeroderma pigmentosum have a skin that regulates body temperature, stores water and fats, and prevents entry of bacteria, acting as a barrier between the body and its environment. Each skin, no matter whether you have Xeroderma pigmentosum or not, have 3 layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the hypodermis. The epidermis in skin without Xeroderma pigmentosum is the outermost layer of the skin. It acts as a barrier against pathogens, UV radiation, and dehydration. In the epidermis, there are different cells that make up for the skin's functions. Keratinocytes are one of the cells that are in the epidermis. They compose 90% of the epidermis and are responsible for its structure and barrier functions. The melanocytes are found at the base of the epidermis and make melanin, which gives the skin its color. Melanin is very helpful not only in creating the skin color and tinting your hair and the color of your eyes, but it is also helpful in UV protection when the sun hits you. Below the epidermis layer is the dermis, which is the middle layer of the skin. It is composed of blood vessels, hair follicles, sweat glands, fibroblasts, nerves, and sebaceous glands. Blood vessels in the dermis supply nutrients and oxygen to the skin and provide a crucial role in regulation of temperature by adjusting the blood flow to the skin. When the body is too hot, blood vessels dilate, and when it's too cold, they constrict, conserving heat. The types of glands that are found in the dermis are the sebaceous glands and the sweat glands. The sweat glands are involved in temperature regulation and waste secretion. Eccrine glands secrete water to cool the body, while the apocrine glands release a thicker secretion contributing to body odor. Sebaceous glands secrete oil that lubricates the skin and hair, preventing dryness and moisturizing it, protecting it against bacteria. The hair follicles are an important structure in that dermis that house the hair roots. Hair follicles are responsible for hair growth. They are attached to the erector pili muscles. When these muscles contract, hair stands up, which can serve as an involuntary response to cold or an emotional stimuli. Hair is composed of keratin, and it grows from follicles located in the dermis. It serves to protect and regulate body temperature, like many other things. The hypodermis layer is the deepest layer of skin and is composed of adipose tissue, which helps insulate and cushion the body and helps store energy for later. Each structure in the integumentary system is designed to protect the body, regulate temperature, detect sensations, and prevent damage. They don't work in isolation, but are closely integrated, helping the body maintain a stable internal environment while reacting to external changes. Now that we've gone over the functions and structures of the integumentary system, Let's look at where the integumentary system process goes wrong in patients with Xeroderma pigmentosum. XV is a genetic disorder where the body cannot properly repair DNA damage caused by UV light due to mutations in genes responsible for nucleotide excision repair, or NER, which is a crucial DNA repair mechanism that removes damaged DNA and replaces new one. The epidermis, like we said before, protects against environmental damage and undergoes regular DNA repair. With XP patients, UV damaged DNA accumulates because repair enzymes, or NER, are faulty or absent. Without DNA repair, the function of melanocytes may become cancerous more easily without it, and increasing melanoma risk and skin cancer. This not only affects the integumentary system in the skin, but it involves way more than that and way more systems in the body. In the nervous system, 30% of patients develop progressive neurological degeneration, including hearing loss, poor coordination, and intellectual decline. In the immune system, chronic inflammation and immune suppression in the skin may lead to immune dysfunction. In the ocular system, the eye structures, the cornea, and the lenses are vulnerable to UV-induced damage, causing vision loss and eyelid abnormalities like we've seen before. Respiratory system, some XP subtypes are linked to increased risk of lung infections or cancers due to systematic DNA repair failure. All of these effects create an imbalance in the homeostasis of the body, one that results from the protection, repair, and temperature control to be disrupted and increased cancer risk, have poor temperature regulation due to a malfunction in the dermis and the epidermis, have impaired healing and immune defense, and have very crucial deficiency nutrition like vitamin D. Living with Xeroderma pigmentosum affects not only the body but also the mind. Because people with XP must avoid almost all sunlight, they often experience isolation, loneliness, and anxiety about everyday activities that most people take for granted. Children may struggle with feelings of exclusion when they cannot participate in daytime school events or outdoor play, while adults may face stress and depression related to limited social opportunities and constant vigilance against UV exposure. The need for frequent medical checkups and cancer treatments can add to emotional strain, creating ongoing worry about mental health and their overall health in the future. Even the protective gear required, such as masks, gloves, and UV blocking clothing, can make individuals feel different or self-conscious in public. Treatment of XP, while life-saving, can intensify these mental health challenges. Regular surgeries to remove precancerous lesions, along with strict lifestyle restrictions, may create feelings of frustration and helplessness. As a result, psychological care is often considered just as important as physical treatment. Counseling, peer support groups, and family education can help those with XP build resilience, manage stress, and foster a sense of connection despite the isolation their condition can bring. In order to make their life easier, research is underway to improve care and offer hope for the future. Current goals include developing gene therapies to correct the defective DNA repair process, creating stronger and more accessible sun protection technologies, and studying medications that could enhance the body's natural repair mechanisms. These efforts aim to not only lengthen life expectancy, but also improve the quality of day-to-day living with people with XP. While there is no treatment for XP, I've developed a product that, like research goals, will facilitate the lives of those affected. I present a face shield that sprays a mixture of high SPF sunscreen and skin moisturizer to keep their skin hydrated and protected from the sun at all times. This would be a benefit to this small but greatly affected community. Please consider adding this to your line of skincare products at DermaCare. Thank you for your time.